Dear ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the CryptoMax channel. I'm your crypto guide Hari. In this channel, I help you navigate the crypto land to maximize your financial gain at minimal risk. Just like I said, I am just your guide and not a financial advisor. Before making any financial decision, do your own research or consult a financial advisor. Okay, having given the disclaimer, let's go to today's content. Today, I wanted to discuss about the situation with Bitcoin, obviously. So here we are at the charts. So yeah, you all may probably be bored or irritated. I'm not sure what is the emotion that you're going through, but definitely not a very exciting and positive one, I assume. And the chart speaks for itself. So it does look bearish. There is no sugarcoating that because you can see this long-term trend line and 200 EMA is here with the prices under it. And we also form sort of this so-called bear flag, if I should call it. Maybe let's change the color quickly. And you can see, you see, like this. So whenever you have a bear flag like forming like this, it tends to go further down from there when this line breaks out. Even on the shorter time frame, if I go, there is a let's if I see, let's go to the 4 hour. Even on the shorter time frame, I can kind of draw this like a once again a bear flag, and then the price was rejected up the top here, and then it was a fake out, and then we are trying to come down now. So this is the situation uh, that looks at us at the moment from the chart. And let me delete these quickly. Let's also have a quick look in the Wyckoff that I posted on my Twitter page earlier, that we have been coming down here and we were consolidating, following almost exactly. I mean, of course, the time frame will not be so precise, but still, it's kind of following the pattern. And we had our spring down here. We went up, we retested. This should be actually our test. It went kind of to 32K, very close to that. And then it's already now July the 3rd, and we are stuck here right now. And within the Wyckoff itself, everyone is posting about accumulation, but there are four types of Wyckoff: Wyckoff distribution, accumulation, redistribution, and reaccumulation. We did see the distribution of Wyckoff here, Wyckoff distribution pattern that was playing out when the market was at its peak. This was that one. And then right now we are all showing the wake of accumulation, but there is also a possibility of wake of redistribution, which means it comes down like this. It does the same thing as wake of accumulation, but in the end, instead of going up, it goes down. And people are also thinking about like volume being low and the price is not going up, so people are losing hope that it could crash like this. This is kind of the second theory, and people are thinking. And then the wake of redistribution, if it were ever to play out, it could do that. And so, what could happen? What do I see currently? Is this what is going to play out? Do we all need to take the money out, or should we wait? Personally, what I am doing is I am keeping my long term portfolio on hodl. Selling your Bitcoin in loss is possibly not financial advice, but possibly the most strong thing you can do, because if you see over 3 years, 5 years, even if you buy at the peaks, Bitcoin always goes up. So many, I mean, so many institutions, even now countries are adopting Bitcoin at this point. You should at least have that confidence that it will eventually go up. So there is no point in selling it. We can hold it. Or if you think by holding it and buying the dip and then locking your funds in losses is not something for you, if you are able to short it, you can. Or if you are able to trade it, if you are smart enough, you can trade it. That I leave it to you. But that's not the scope of this video. Here, let's come back to the topic for today. So I see something very, very interesting unfolding on the chart here, which you will not observe. It's kind of like Bitcoin is being sneaky, you can say, or like Bitcoin is silently and secretly doing something. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Let's go to a shorter time frame, like the 1 hour. And in the 1 hour, you see that we have been, yes, we have been falling down like this, and we sort of let's take these out a little bit. We sort of made a trend line, more of a, how do I say, more of a downward sloping channel, and then we broke out. And then, guys, observe here, we are retesting this. We retested the breakout, and then we are going up. Usually, whenever you have an upward trending channel, you break down like this, or an upward trending wedge, however you want to call it. So this upward trending channel, if it's parallel, it's channel. If it's like this, it's a wedge. So it's a channel. And then we broke down, we came down. Now we are forming a downward trending channel. We broke it, we retested this, converted this to support. We are trying to go up. Okay. So where do we go from here? If you want to know, look at this, guys. Let's open the RSI. The price is going down. And what is happening here? Let me change the color of the RSI so it looks easy to observe. Just a minute. So we go to settings and style, and let's quickly change the color to something more easily visible, make it a bit thicker, and also go to the background and make it a bit, yeah, that's it. Now you should definitely see it. You see, the price has been going down. Okay, it's been going down, and then what happens to the RSI? It touches the oversold region, and then it's slightly, without telling anybody, it's going up. This is what we call as a bullish divergence in TA. When you have this, price generally tends to go up afterwards. So this is kind of, you can call it a leading indicator. And sure enough, what happened? Price went down, and it's slowly starting to creep up. And then the RSI is also creeping up, and it's continuing to go up. You can also see this as sort of a cup here, and if you, more like a saucer than a cup, if you see this, if you form this kind of a cup, and then usually it forms a handle, and then it goes up like that. And even on the longer time frame, if you later go, you can see that this is a big cup and then could go up. And what is supporting here is, you see, this blue line is the 200 moving average. Whenever price reacts on that line, it gets a dump or a pump depending on in which direction. We went down, it it had a big candle, went up, had a big candle, even though this was a fake out. Went down, big candle, and where are we now? We are very close. The moment we cross 34,000, I do expect a big candle to the upside. This is supported by the bullish divergence on the RSI. This is supported by the cup and handle pattern. And in these ways, you can expect that although in the longer time frame, this kind of looks bearish, sorry for that one, guys. It kind of looks bearish. It is actually secretly bullish, guys. No one is talking about it. I told you. Okay, enough of that joke. And you can also see something very interesting here. This is the money supply, the green and the red one. The money supply went into red, which means people are taking out money. And then now money supply is coming. It's almost going to be green. And this is the momentum. And this blue mountain on the negative direction, it's becoming smaller, it's becoming smaller, and then it's kind of non-existent now. And at this point, I think if we pump, this will go up. And that way also, I expect it to go up. What else can we see to prove that we are going up? Let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, once again, I mean, we broke this trend line. We have this red, green, red, green, red, green kind of a consolidation. But on the 4 hour, let's draw something else. Let's remove the RSI and this for the moment. We see that, I'll also take these out. We see that we are forming this downward sloping trend and this sort of an uptrend. Okay, you see? And Bitcoin has been trying in the 4 hour candle every time to break this line to go down, but it's not going down. And we are sort of forming this upward moving trajectory. The moment we break 200 EMA on the 1 hour, we will break 50 EMA on the 4 hour because it's 4 times. So you break this 50 EMA, it's also considered then bullish. Then we could immediately, with the highest probability, go up to the top of this trend line. This is a very high probability compared to us going down at this point. That doesn't rule out that we cannot go down, but the chances are that we go up. It's tipping on the bullish side. I even see that we are sort of forming inverse head and shoulders. You see here, I mean, a rough shoulder, the right shoulder, and then, okay, just a second. I have to adjust this. So this sort of forming, and then right now it's trying to, yeah, let's try it this way. So we form this, we are forming this one now. The moment we break about this also shows that the size of this pattern will be how much it will pump. It is supported by the 200 EMA breakout, and then we roughly could go to this resistance where 1, 2, 3, 4 multiple lines are there. So this resistance point you consider, and also the trend line is there at 4 hour. So we can definitely go to around 35k, and at that point whether we break above this line or not is the question. But you can also consider this when we break above 35. And let me quickly go to, I'll remove these for the moment. Let me quickly go to the daily chart. On the daily now, you would see that that would mean at 35 we are still doing nothing, because at 35 it's just breaking above the 21 EMA. And if we in case close above the 21 EMA, then it could take us a bit more higher. But at this point, the question really comes down to whether or not we can, just a second, whether or not we can break this line. This is very important. should we be going to this line now? Yes, that's for sure. Whether we'll break it, this is I am not sure. And if we did do that, even in the Wyckoff, it would mean that we are not probably going to go down, but we are probably going to go to this area, and then we may have some short-term dip, but then there is a higher hope. I would at least want to give you guys some hope, even in this dark and bearish times, I would say. You can also see something else interesting on the 4 hour, that this momentum wave is also pointing in a direction that it's going higher. So that is also sort of bullish, if you may. And what else do I see, if at all, in this chart would be then the VPVR. We can look at what is the VPVR. It is the volume profile, not in the daily, but on the this time frame. So let's go back to 1 hour and let's wait for it to load. It would take a little bit. Interesting, it's not loading. Yeah, now it's here. So you see on the 1 hour also, the highest volume traded was in this zone. These kind of highest volume zones kind of usually act as resistances or supports, and we have been using it, this zone, as kind of resistance in the past. Now we bounced above and we are looking to go up, and then in this zone there is almost nothing, and it is also supported by this 200 EMA breakout. We may see some bit of a hitch here, but then mostly we will directly go to this zone where there is huge resistance once again. I mean, I wouldn't say huge, but yeah, there's definitely empty zone here. And then we could go up to at least here to close to 35K. And once we are at 35K, whether we break above this zone, above this line or not, is really left to what the market plays out later. But at least in the short term, at least for today, there is some hope. And when this candle ends, this candle will end, not this candle, sorry, this triangle will end sometime on the 5th of July. And by that time, we will definitely make a decision towards the upside or downside. If it is towards the upside, it even gives the possibility of touching the 200 EMA on 4 hour. And if we even touch that, we could then think about this double bottom kind of a breakout. So there is definitely still hope in the market. This is the message that I wanted to convey mainly. And enjoy your weekend. Do follow me on Twitter. I will leave my Twitter account handle in the comment, in the link, in the video link below. You can definitely get more regular content there. I don't post videos that often due to my restricted bandwidth. But definitely I post regular TA updates and crypto market updates. I would appreciate if you would support me over on Twitter, and also if you like this kind of video content, leave your comments and show me some love with your likes. I would appreciate that. And like I always say, make your own decisions. I'm just sharing what I see on the charts, and they are always not right. Sometimes I also become wrong. So, yeah, that's all for today. Have a nice weekend, all of you. And what else do I say? Thank you very much, and see you next time.